Okay, hi girls, how are you today? How are you, Karen?
Fine, thank you, teacher. And you?
Fine, thank you. How are you, Claudia?
Um, I'm good. I have a cold. I have sore throat. So today I'm not speaking very well because of that. So please be patient with me.
Okay, don't worry. How are you today, Vivian?
Fine, teacher. I today I went to the church. Some events that we have on Holy Week. So I arrived at home like 4 o'clock, or yeah, like 4:30, and I'm still doing the presentation because well, I don't found some photos, and I take some photos from internet because the other photos when I went to these places, I think that is in my other computer, and um, this computer has with my sister has this computer,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm looking for some photos there.
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, Claudia, what did you do today?
Well, today in the morning I slept late and I prepared the breakfast and the lunch and the meals for the whole week. My husband and me, we prepare on during the weekends. We prepare all the food that we are going to eat during the weekdays to be everything easier because we have a lot of work during the week. So in that way, it's very easy for us. And
Okay,
yes, what else? And
so
we sorry, tell me.
go ahead, go ahead.
No, no, no. Tell me.
I was wondering, so are you working this Holy Week?
Yes, just
Okay.
mm, no, no. That's true. It's spring break. They call it spring break.
Okay,
But
you're on
but
vacations also.
not at all. For
Not at
the
all.
teachers, it's not. For the students, yes, they have the spring break, but we have to go until Wednesday, and then it's no until Thursday because holiday is the Good Friday.
Only Friday?
Yes, only Friday.
Okay. So Vivian, you are the fortunate in the group.
Yes, you're so lucky.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have to work this week.
Yes. What about you, Karen? Are you working or are you on vacations this Holy Week?
Um, are you are I working? Because no. Bueno, tengo que trabajar los 3 primeros días de esta semana.
Okay. You are working until Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you working also?
Teacher, se está cortando la señal y no entiendo.
Do you hear me?
¿Aló?
¿Me escuchas?
Ya, ahora sí.
Okay. Karen, what did you do today?
No se volvió a ir.
Do you hear me?
¿Aló?
Karen, ¿me escuchas?
Ahora sí.
What did you do today?
And today I share time with my friend and my family, and I play with brother and my
Okay.
dog.
Okay.
And I ate in the office in the house. Y ya.
Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, then Claudia, do you have any special thing to do on Wednesday?
On Wednesday, um, actually, no. It's I just have my IELTS classes. I don't have anything special. Why?
No, just I'm asking.
You know,
Great.
I was trying to figure out if I'm going to prepare some. I don't know if you know, but in Cartagena and all the Caribbean coast, we have like a tradition during the Holy Week, and is preparing some candies, but traditional candies. I don't know if you are familiar with that, but for example, we can make candy with some fruits like mangoes or pineapple or with the coconut. So
Mhm.
I would like to prepare coconut candy if it's, I don't know if I have the time. I don't know. It's gonna be my first time.
Okay. In my case, here in my house or with my family, we used to make bread on Friday. I'm not sure. Yes, I guess it is in Friday. On Friday, and it is um, kind because all the people in the family participate. Uh, for example, the kids, the children, um, they are in the kitchen or in the dining room, um, making their own bread. It's tradition. What about you, Vivian? Will you do something special on Friday or on Tuesday?
Um, Not really. With my family, the tradition is eat fish or well, nobody like red meat. Mm, the but something interesting, special. Really no.
Okay. Do you used to travel to any place?
I would like it, but I don't have money.
I understand.
Yeah. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, in my case, I don't know if I will be here with my family as always because my husband's family want that we stay with them, but their traditions are different. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, that's true. We have to be with the traditions, with the other family members. No?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I suppose I will go because We are going to be here with my family until Wednesday. So mm, I suppose that uh, is correct to be with his family
Yeah,
uh, the other days.
yeah, of course.
Okay. What about you, Karen? Did you use to travel in the Holy Week, Karen?
No, teacher.
To any place? Okay. Okay,
Mm,
good. Um, while Julius and Kelly can come to the encounter, I'm going to share with you a presentation with some pictures about the place um, where I live. Okay, so give me a second, please. Okay, can you see my presentation?
Yes,
Yes, teacher.
yes,
Okay,
I can.
I'm going to talk about the place where I live. Uh, this is a small description, a small presentation about some places. Mm, okay, I'm going to begin. I live in a small town in Boyacá called Socha. Um, this place is here in this part. This is the place where I live. Tunja is maybe here about. Um, Socha is about 2.5 hours from Tunja, and people says I don't know if it is true because I don't know about Muisca language, but people said in Socha that Socha means the land of good and clear moon in Muisca language. Okay, Socha has history with Aboriginal communities. This is the reason of her name, its name. Um, there are places in which we can find pictures in the rocks, like this one or this one, that were painted by a community called the Boches, or Los Boches, the Boches. Um, they lived here before the conquest, before the Spanish people came to our continent. Um, one of the, of course, they have a lot of secret places for them, and one of these places is this fall. This is called the Boches Fall. Um, Another place is this place. Um, it is called the Devil's Town. This name was um, put by the Spanish people because, as you know, everything that could be different and that could come about the traditions of Aborigines were satanized. Okay, but this is just a place with many rooks, um, that, as you can see, they look like faces and bodies. Um, People says that maybe the watches did some special rituals in that place. There are another part in which you see the rocks as cities, and there are other places in which the rocks looks like here, like faces and bodies and warriors. Mm, this is me.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yes, and the watches fall used to be bigger, but now, as you know, the miner industry and other things that happen with the people um, have have become smaller the fall, but it is a very beautiful place. So these are places that I would like to recommend to someone that that comes to Socha. Okay. Apart of this, we have a museum called Los Andes Museum. In this museum, we can find other information about the watches, and also we can find information about the freedom campaign. Why? Because Socha is part of the route or the way that the Freedom Army took when they went to the war in Paipa in 1819. Yes, in August in 1819. And also we can find some pictures um, from this man. This man is an artist called Antonio Maria Benitez. He used to paint pictures about the freedom campaign. So the Andes Museum is a place that I, of course, recommend totally. You can find information about Aborigines history, about the freedom campaign history, and also art.
Mhm.
This is in the center of the town. Okay. As I was telling to you, Socha has part on the freedom history because it is in between Arauca and Cundinamarca. And when the Freedom Army came from Arauca, they came from Pisba and they went up to Socota by the way of the freedom. This is called freedom route or freedom way, and it is a mur. So many of the soldiers, many people in the army died um, in this way. And when they arrived to Socha, they came sick. They didn't have food. They didn't have clothes. Most of them have died. So they came to Socha, and the people came to the church. This was the church in that age. People came to the church and shared with them all they have. Uh, that means food, money, guns, and clothes, everything. So the army could rest, and then when they were better, they went to Paipa and fight, fought with the Spanish army uh, on August 7 in the freedom battle. This is another place that you can visit when you came, if someday you came to Socha. This is the church, and this is the historical place. And what happened that some years ago, the land became fall down. The land began to fall down, so the town must be moved to other place. And now this is the new church, and this is the new um, town. Okay, I don't know if you can see the mountains um, in this picture. This mountain is very special for such as people because it looks like a bird, a big bird. These are three mountains, one, two, and three. But people said that this look like a condor. So this is a place that the people used to visit also. This is the place. Can you see the picture? This is one mountain, this is a small mountain, and this is another mountain. So people call it the Condor Mountain. In fact, um, there are many places and many things here in Socha that are called Condor. For example, for example, the station, the radial station, is called Condor Stereo because of that mountain. Okay, and I want to show you these pictures about the other place that I have visited personally and that I like it a lot. Um, Socha is 2,000 meters, 2,000 and about 600 or 700 meters um, of height. So this is a moor. There are a lot of lagoons and places to visit, natural places. For example, this is a big lagoon in the top of a mountain called Laguna de Socha. It looks maybe small in the picture, but it is very big. This is another lagoon called the Ducks Lagoon. It is near to the Sochas Lagoon also, in the top of the mountain. And this is a fall um, of a river called the Tirke River, that it is personally one of my favorite places here in Socha. Okay, that's my presentation. Do you have any question?
Okay, now sure it's an amazing place. I think that has lot of places. That is an interesting. Is I like the nature. Maybe when I have the opportunity to visit it, it was an amazing experience.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Monica, Monica, it looks like a very beautiful place to go. Yeah, if I I would have the chance to go, I really would like to go. But I have a question. Is too cold that place? What's the temperature?
It is called, maybe it is, no, it is like Bogota.
Ah,
So the difference is that maybe there are not many houses here,
mhm.
and so that could be a little bit different. But we are probably at the same hike.
Mm-hmm. Then Bogota. Okay.
Yes. Something else?
No, and it's full of history. I mean, our national history. Uh, it's a place that would be more promotion because all the time people are talking about um, the beaches or Bogota, but there are a lot of places in Colombia that we don't even know, we don't have any idea, like your place, your home.
Yes, that's true. But in the other hand, sometimes when many people came to that kind of places, the places begin to suffer. Um,
Mm,
yes, and more when, for example, this is a moor, this is a national natural park, and many people want to came and take some pictures and photographies, but they for example, you went or you go to the lagoon, and sometimes there are all kind of garbage, of trash.
mm,
So it is important to have a special program and a special culture for developing that kind of tourism. But yes, that's a beautiful place. And in the other hand, well, I didn't say that, but we have a lot of coal mines. So it is a contrast because we have all that nature, but
mm.
also there are places when you see mines and caves with coal. So this is a contrast.
Yes, I understand. But thanks for sharing all that information with us, Monica.
Okay, good. And hello, Julius. Hello, Kelly. How are you today?
Very fine. Just putting attention to the conversation between you and Claudia and the places that you have shown out. It was very pretty places there in Colombia. I just remember a little bit a lot of years ago, just when we were taking a trip with my auntie there in Colombia. It just made me remember. It is Colombia is just pretty. It's something that I cannot exchange for anything. It's just beautiful. And then
Yes, that's true.
I am looking to the history that you are telling there around between the colony of Spain that it came to Colombia to make the colonization there. And then I try to see also what is between the comparison, where is coming some people from, because really there in Colombia we don't know, but it's a lot from Spain that is there in Colombia, but the people they don't know that. And then I try to explain myself how is that possible. But about the places and through the history, really that is something that I'm trying to look there forward, because really we have a lot from Spain, but we don't know that they're in Colombia, and I don't understand why so many years and we don't know so much about.
Yes, that's true. But I also think that we have lots of things about our Aborigine communities that we don't know anything about it. We know more about Spain culture than our uh, first communities. So it is also sad, and I like, for example, here in Socha, how the people in the museum has tried to present both cultures, um, Aborigine culture, and also the things that are about the colony, the conquest, and the freedom campaign.
That's why I wanted to be a little bit deep there about, because really, for example, the city where I am coming from, I was born in Cartagena. Cartagena is very far from my city where I live in my holidays every year where I go, there in Bogota, Colombia. Because Cartagena, for example, is one place also there in Spain, is one coast going to, is very close to Sevilla, is very close to Malaga. It's very beautiful place, and now I know where it's coming from, the name, because I was very close the last time to that place. And then, if for example I go to Cartagena, Colombia, and then I ask to the people there, hey, do you know where is coming the name from here, Cartagena Bolivar? They are going to answer me, no, I don't know. It's just the name like this. Do you know where it's coming from? No, I don't know. And then I asked to myself, how is that possible? So much that really even the government they can give to us the information about. But why with the people we don't get it, even coming from a school? In the school, I think for example, we are growing up, we need to be allowed to have that information about. But that is not even in the history that we are learning there.
Yes, that's true. And I agree with you because I feel and I have I have thought for many years that the social science and the history is not well developed in the schools. I mean, I don't know what happened and why the government consider that these subjects are not so important when, well, these subjects are the basis of our society. But I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, really, I was looking around the information that we are researching, because I never asked it to myself before, but now that, for example, we are busy with this, I see that it is one point that it is really important. We are learning also to be teachers, right? Then I think that that is one point that we can look it forward for the next generation, that we have to teach,
Yes, that's true.
information that we have to give.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Julius. Karen or Kelly, do you have something to say? Okay, Kelly is having problems with her internet. Karen, do you have something to say? ¿Quieres decir algo más? ¿O tienes alguna pregunta o algo?
Teacher,
Yeah.
uh, is a place cool or hot?
Cold. It is very cold. It is a
Um,
moor. It is in the top of a mountain. Well, the town is in the middle of the mountain, but the places, the lagoons that I show you, are in the top of the mountains.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, bye. Um, Kelly, do you want to say something?
Hello. I think is pretty interesting about the church. I think in many places the church is very important because it's more than a building.
I think it is very historic place, and many people go there. So I think is really important because Colombia is a people who really believe in God, and especially in Catholic religion.
Okay, Kelly, welcome. Kelly, can you give me your full name, please? Can you give me a small presentation for me and for your partners?
Sure. My name is Kelly Joana Castillo Romero. Um, I am 25 years old. I live in Ibagué, and I'm studying this program. But I am a teacher. I work in a private school.
Okay, good. Um, which courses are you teaching?
Spanish, religion, and some English, but in basic state.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Kelly, sorry. Okay, Vivian, do you want to begin with your presentation?
Yes. Yes, I'm ready. So give me a second, please. I can share. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So first, I'm going to be start with some museums. This is the National Museum. Bogota has a lot of places, so I'm going to show you some of them. The National Museum is one of the biggest museums that there are in Bogota. Um, it has a lot of rooms with different topics, with different exposition, art, sculptures, painting, drawings. This is uh, an, an art room. In this room, there was some picture about the story, the colonies, some interact things. Um, when I went to the exhibition, I went with my friends, my university friends, um, and it was a great exhibition. We have to describe some picture, the picture that you look there. This picture, can you see that?
Yes.
We have to describe this picture, look for the story, make a presentation. So it's good. It's good. It's a good museum. If you want to know the whole museum, spend some time because it's bigger, really. The other museums are there. The National, the Gold Museum, Boteros National, this Gold Museum, Boteros Museum, um, Casa de la Moneda, Maloca. and the police museum. I'm apologize with you because I didn't found any photo when went to these museums. So I take those pictures from internet because the other photos was in my other computer, and this computer my sister is using, so I don't have my computer there. So, but there are an amazing places. For example, in the Gold Museum, you can find the whole history about the colonies. Eh, I don't remember how do you say indigena.
Um,
Native people or indigenous.
Okay, thank you. You can find all the gold that the people keep it when they die. You can find all about that. Um, in Botero's museum, you can find the whole paintings, drawings that he draws. Um, the characteristic of his paintings are that he draws like fat people. Yeah, so he only draw men's, women's, um, child, kids, every time like fat people. And there in the Casa La Moneda, you can find the everything coin that there is in the story. Yes, from the beginning until now, you can find all the coins, the everything about that. In Maloka is an interactive place with technology, and you can you see this dome?
yes.
This dome is like a theater or cinema, so you can look different expositions in this dome. Yeah, so you can see it bigger, and there are some interactive activities with technology. And this is the police museum, so you can find some airplanes, cars, mm, weapons, uniforms, everything for the police. It's an interesting museum. And sometimes where we can go to these museums free only the last Sunday of each month. So when you went to these museums at the last of the month, for example, in the Police Museum, you can use some uniforms that is interesting. Okay, and this is a place that I like it a lot. Is the planetarium because you have the opportunity to watch different um, stars or constellations, or depend of the exhibition. For example, you can see there. It's like a dome too, and you can see yeah, everything about the the universe, and you can the chairs. It's like how do you say reclinadas? Sure.
Sorry,
How do you say?
reclinadas.
Sí, como acostadas, reclinadas.
I'm not
Lie
sure.
down,
Lie down, Claudia. Lie down.
lie, lie down.
Lie down? Yeah. Okay, thank you. So the shares depend of the presentation, the exhibition was lie down like there or normal. There was an exhibition about a machine, so you can look for the 1,000 kilometers in the universe. So it's an amazing place, and you can interact with different weapons. With you can look the satellites. It's a nice place, and this is another amazing place that I like a lot. It's the botanical garden. This in Bogota, and it's bigger, so you can watch and walk through different roads, different spaces. And it's only nature. You can find different kinds of trees, flowers, and spaces like those with a big lake. Spaces when you can sit down, rest a lot, or in the forest. Um, this is a way, so it's a lot of palms. Um, this is a Facebook bridge that there is in the garden. So in the wood, you can look for different ride or different no, descripciones. How do you say, teacher? How or Claudia? Excuse me. How do you say descripciones o postales o algo así?
Description is description.
But yeah, but when the
But what do you
people,
want to say?
o sea, que uno puede mirar o leer lo que la persona escribe a otra o como un camino ahí de recuerdo que escriben en la madera y eso.
Mhm.
Sí, es algo así. Something like that.
Mm,
Mm.
And this is
okay.
small house with a pre-Columbian story. So sometimes we can go inside and look for these stories and something like that. And every park has different nature, different plants and what else. It's bigger and you can walk the whole day. But it's a beautiful and amazing place. This is the Simon Bolivar Park. It's a big park too. It's near to the garden, and it has different places that it was amazing. This place, uh, sometimes there are events like concerts, exhibitions, different events. So sometimes it is crowded, and it has a big lake. You can go in canoe. You can practice canoe. It's so expensive. I don't remember how much it costs, but I know that it's so expensive. But it's interesting too. You can walk. You can carry your food, make a picnic. I forgot paste that picture. It has little space with sand, so it look like a beach. So that's interesting too. When it's a sunny day, no, because when it's rainy, that's terrible because the park is um it's like, how do you say al aire libre?
Outdoor?
Oh yeah, thank you. It's outdoor, so when it's
Open
rainy,
air.
it's terrible because you will so wet. But whatever, it's an amazing place. And there is the two places that I like it too because it's with funny places, which is Salitre Mágico and Mundo Aventura. First, Salitre Mágico, it's a bigger. park with extreme attractions. So this is a little pictures, a few pictures. So it have. This is a vertical swing. I was really frightening when I go there because um, we have to sit down around this this thing, and the attraction go up so slow, go up slow, slow, and when we arrive to the top, is we have to um, down faster. So it's so scared. I don't like it. And this is one of them. I don't remember. How do you say montaña rusa?
Roller coaster.
Oh yes, the roller coaster. There are three roller coaster. This is the one so I like it. The other two was the double loop and the other roller coaster. This is the apocalypse. I don't like it. Never, never, never. I only got up one time mm, because it makes circles when we were up. So this is make circles there down and up, and every time make circles, and it's so frightening. I don't like it. This is the I don't remember. I told it the licuadora, but this isn't the name. But I like it. It's a good attraction, and this is the pirate ship. It's a nice attraction. I like it, and it has a lot of attractions, different the Tropicana, um, the other attraction. The difference between those parts is that Salitre Mágico has a lot of attractions for adult and youngest people, and Mundo Aventura has some attractions for kids, most kids than adults. Um, this is this is some photos. Um, I went with my sister. She's my sister on on January. Yeah, I went with she in January. So it has um, a little park like Panaca, so has an aquarium, has different animals, has nature places, so you can go in a you can feed those animals, the sheep, you can feed it, you can ride the horses, it's nice. The other part of the park, so we have there is like a village with a lot of attraction for kids, and the other part of the park is with extreme attractions. So we have some of them. I like it really. The ones that I don't like it is this. I don't remember what it's called, but it seems like the vertical swing, so I don't like it anything. I cried when I was up because those chairs. Mm, it's when it's flying. I don't know. I feel so frightening. So I don't like it. And we have some libraries that I'm liking a lot. This is the Luis Angel Arango. It's in the downtown of the city. It's a big library, and we can find different every kind of books, information, actual, prehistoric, every kind of information. It has to eh, it have like a newspaper, but so you can find newspapers from years ago. So it's interesting because you can look for the newspapers, the news that happened years ago. For example, one day I went with my mother and one cousin to look for an information for my grandma because we have to make some uh, we can we have to make some tramit with the district. I don't remember what is that, but we went to this library and we passed the whole afternoon looking for those ancient newspapers, but it's a good experience. And this is the Tintal Library. It's it's big, but not too bigger than Luis Angel Arango, and it's near from my house. And this is the most biggest, the Virgilio Barco Library. I like it a lot because it has outdoor places, has lakes, nature, trees, flowers, and it's really big. So you can go out there, you can go and take one book, and you can go out and read it in the forest spaces. So it's an interesting library. And this is the Monserrate that is so famous those days because it's the Holy Week. And well, it's a big mountain that you can climb walking or by teleférico or funicular. Really, I only went up walking. I never used those transport. It's so expensive. I think that it costs like 15,000 or 20,000, but I don't remember what. But well, I every time when I went, I walk in to the church, but it's something hard because it's increased. The mountain is so tall. I don't remember how kilometers it has, but um, it's long, it's far, and when you arrive to the top, if the weather is good, well, it's sunny, it's an amazing weather. But it's when the weather is so cold, it's cloudy or something like that. It's hard because the wind is so fast, and well, it's too cold. And this is Guadalupe is near to Montserrat, is in the other part of the mountain. It's more it's coldest than Montserrat. I don't know. I think that is because it's in the it's behind of Montserrat, or I don't know, like the position of the mountain, but it's coldest than Montserrat. And the churches, Montserrat, Guadalupe, this image is an amazing place, and you can go walk and everything like that. So this is my presentation. Also, some places there in my city really has a lot of places. Well, I can put in more photos or some places that are near to Bogota, because near to Bogota there are some places like Choachi, Tabiotenjo, Chía, Cajicá, Zipaquirá, and those places that are really good because we have different activities. For example, in Zipaquirá we have the Cathedral of Salt, and it's really beautiful. Different places. So I only show some places from my city. So that's it all. I don't know if you have some question or something to add to me.
Okay, thank you, Vivian. I would like to visit all those places, but it will take me a lot of time.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have something to ask to her, Julius, Karen, Kelly, Claudia? Or do you have something to add?
No questions, only
No.
about Monserrate. It's really very beautiful place. I visit every time that I go. It's my holy place.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's an amazing place.
Which of those places haven't you visited, Julius?
Every time that I go traveling to Colombia, every time I go to Monserrate.
Nice.
It is something like I don't know. It is the first church that I asked something to have, and I got it, and then I think that it is one deal. I'm very Catholic, and then I have to respect the deal that I made, and every time then, until I will die, then I am going to be there.
Yeah.
Every time I go to Colombia.
Okay, good. Which other places have you visited apart from Montserrat?
The National Museum. I was working before there. It was long time ago. I know very well the place inside. And another place there. Behind the National Museum is the police station also. The police museum it is in the centrum
Mhm.
next to San Victorino. We call it like that. There also we needed to be many times the people that we were police and a lot of many places there in Bogota. Just
Yeah,
when I
that's
was there
true.
in the police, absolutely we were traveling a lot.
Okay, Vivian, I have a question. Uh, you said that visit the National Museum could take a lot of time. How much time could take to visit that museum?
Well, the time that I went so in the morning. Yeah, I arrived in the morning. Maybe I leave the museum from. Excuse me. I stay in the museum. For example, from 8 to 11 or 12. Because if you visit the whole galleries and you look well for each picture, sculpture, everything, you look for the details. You spend a lot of time because it's bigger. It's a bigger museum. So for that reason, I told that you spend a lot of time.
Okay, thank you. I asked
Yeah, you're
because
welcome.
I have always think about to visit that place, so I want to know how much time must I
Yeah.
have. Okay, Kelly, do you have something to add, something to ask, something to say? Kelly? No? Yes?
Um, I think it is a really complete presentation. Um, I think it's pretty interesting. A lot of museums that Bogota have because I didn't know it. I think um, each city have just one, but Bogota has a lot. I think it's really good. Um, the the places for entertainment, for example, Maloca and Mundo Aventura, because I recently uh, went to el Parque del Café, so I think is really good. And I am agreed with Viviana because some rides are really terrifying. For example, in coffee parties, one, and it called um, I don't remember, but it's really terrifying, and it only solamente dura 3 minutos,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a lot when you stay there. So I think I'm agreed with her because the writings I are really terrifying.
You can have a heart attack. Yeah.
Yeah, yes. And in fact, I had neck pain because it's you are really stressed when you stay there.
Okay, good. Thank you, Kelly. What about you, Karen? Do you have something to say? Um, which of those places have you visited?
Um, I am from Bogota, but I not visit some place como la Biblioteca Nacional or la de Virgilio Barco, the planetarium, maybe the garden botanical,
Yes, Botanical Garden.
botanical garden. Um, but my favorite place is the park.
Which park?
Yes, ya.
¿Cuál parque?
Ambos, todos los que sean de diversiones son súper divertidos.
Okay, good. Okay, what about you, Claudia? How do you visit those places, or do you have something to add?
I've visited the National Museum, mm, and the planetarium. It was amazing. Yes, and Vivian was right when she told sorry, when she said that it takes a long way to visit the whole museum because it has a lot. It has history, it has um, sociological issues. It has a lot of elements and about the aspects of our identity, our national identity. And I would like to visit the botanical garden. And what else? And the other one was I would like to visit, but you didn't mention it. It's a it's a park that somebody told me it has like small replicas of um, of cities in the world. And yes, that person told me that I have to research more about that park, but it they have like a small Taj Mahal.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, yeah. The
Jaime Duque.
I Meduca's Park, but
Yes.
it's in Sopo.
Mm-hmm. Somebody told me about that.
Yeah, that's interesting because you have, yeah, some replicas,
Mm-hmm.
and it has the Taj Mahal. At this time, it has the pyramids of Egypt. Has some, um, I don't remember the missing of mirrors, something
Mm-hmm.
like that. It like some, it shows some about the east, the history, and it has to a little zoo.
Mm-hmm.
It's an
Mm-hmm.
amusement park, and the lake you can go in a boat too. You can ride this. Yeah, that's interesting too.
Yes, Bogota, it seems like a very cultural city. And
Yeah.
also the theaters. Yes, you always have a beautiful offered. Yeah. Um, how many theaters do you have in the downtown? Oh,
Wow, I don't remember. Like I have present one. The Julio Mario Santo Domingo.
mm-hmm.
The other is the called Subsidios Theater.
Okay.
What else? I don't remember other.
Maybe
But
because those are the huge ones.
yes, and well, the theater I don't frequent this kind of activities. I don't like it a lot.
It's
Yeah,
okay. It's okay.
yes,
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Vivian. Thank you for your presentation. It was really complete.
you're
Um,
welcome.
so, Julius, do you want to share with us your presentation?
Yes, of course. It is going to take a little bit time also.
Yes, okay, doesn't matter. Or
Okay.
do you have time or do you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
something to do?
There is no problem. Absolutely. Tomorrow I am free, then it's no problem.
Okay, go ahead.
It's fine. Then we like to start and start from here. Just, yeah, let me. Okay, give me one moment, please. I just check what I want to share. Uh, must be from the starting. But yeah, this is what I want to share. Okay, and then we start. And I can say this is Ibiza, just in the starting. Remember this place as the prettiest place that I have visited there in Spain.
Sorry,
There
I
is a
can
lot
see
of,
the image. Can you put the image bigger, please?
yeah, okay. Maybe we need it like this. And then we put it like this. You see the view?
Yes, so much better. Thank you.
Better. Then this is the islands that we can see the border around. That is the nature that we can see there around. Then this is the view that we can see there from the boat on that moment. If we remember, Ibiza is very close to another islands like Mallorca, Minorca. Then in this kind of boats, we can have communication also with those. And on this moment, we were just traveling there Around we were taking a view from there on the moment. I am a person that I am very fanatic of the football, and then I was little bit unquiet about some information about one island that it belongs to one football player there. His name is Snyder. He's a very famous football player from Holland. Then here is a starting code review. Going traveling to Ibiza. Then this is the airport, as we can see. Here just we are starting for traveling there. That is one summer ago. This is the inside part of this airport that is there in Spain. There in Spain, of course, sometimes it needs to rain, but it is if it is summer, then the raining it is dry. Dry it means that you don't feel that it is raining on the moment. Just it is like, for example, you go to Melgar, and on the same moment it is raining, then absolutely you don't feel anything there on the moment. Here we are checking the inside from that airport there in Spain. Checking the view. This is the moment when my wife she was pregnant. I wanted you to let you see my baby. Later, around the time when we are checking the another photos, you are going to see how he grew up on the present time. Here we are checking the international flights from the same airport. Being patient, then there around we are eating. Here is there they are arriving there in Ibiza. On that moment it was a little bit cloudy. From there we have to take always one tram that is going from that point of the airport going to another port. There around you need to go passing factories, electrical cities. Those they are close to the airport there in Ibiza also. Ibiza is part of the Borton Island. It's very pretty place. This is one church. Spain, I can say that about that they are so much Catholic as we are there in Colombia. They believe too much in God. They are very respectful people completely. This is another families. They're traveling also around the world. If I can talk around the traveling here in Europe, really everyone is tourist person. For example, if we are people that we like to travel, that is my hobby. Then I can say that it's a lot of people that we do that kind of things. Like you see, it is a lot of people there expecting the next traveling. Here we are arriving there, still expecting the moment that we can take travel in there. Sorry, too much selfies. I know this one is going out of the contest. What happened here? I know this is not no. This is not a photo. Then here we are here inside the airplane. What happened here, babe? Ay, ay, ay. What can I do? Oh yeah, I got it back. I don't know if the communication is still good or not. Hello?
Sorry, the microphone was off.
The
Sorry?
microphone was off. I'm sorry. Ay,
No,
ay,
my
ay.
microphone. Sorry.
Okay. And sorry, but I had a little bit trouble with the photos. Okay, here I am back again.
Don't
Then
worry.
this is part of the passage there when we were arriving to Ibiza, because there is not another way. This is just the centrum from Ibiza. I had a little bit trouble with the photos. Then this is part of the shopping centrum that is there next to. This is the harbor. There is coming a lot of boats coming from everywhere. Then a lot of people can climb from another cities there in Spain coming to this point. Ibiza is a party centrum, I can say. Like we can see here, the people just is coming to chill out there, is coming to have a nice moment there. It is international people that is coming there, people from every part around the world. Here, for example, on that boat, we meet this guy and he's with his girlfriend. He's from Peru. She was coming from Spain. They, as he told me, he was having a very nice life with her. And then we were chilling a little bit on the boat that day. Then we are getting the light of Ibiza, looking for the nature, looking the prettiest of the nature there, enjoying the sea, enjoying the island, enjoy the pretty place that it is there around that time. Also, the people is telling us how is it going there in Ibiza. This is the evening of Ibiza a little bit. The people is just very happy there. I can see that it is an influence, and this is the part of the island where I see this is the house of this football player that I told you, that is Snyder. He's one Holland player. It's a very pretty place, as the information that we got from the other people. He rent his house for, it is like a business for parties and things like that. Some things they are business use here in Europe, and then here we are going forward with our trip. Just we are knowing the Iceland, how is it there around. This is caves that they are there around, and then they tell us on the same way histories what happened there. This is, for example, one lonely place where the people, as they told me, sometimes when the people they are in love and they have no good look, they're about sometimes the people they suicide or something like that is what I heard there about. Then I was just taking one photo from that. Some people that they are homeless, they have kind of houses like this. They just build something there next to the rocks because really the place is just sunshine in the whole year, the most of the time there. Then just they build their places there next to those beautiful places. Here we are visiting part of one cave. It was the cave of the love, as they told to us that it is the name. And here we are coming back again to the city. Then this is the harbor of the city. Here we are coming back to visit the beach, to have a nice moment, to have a walk, to meet the place, to meet the city, going around the night, meeting places. I work for Burger King company, then I wanted to make this beautiful photo just to bring for my boss. And a lot of things that really you can do in places like this. I just like to travel. This is my hobby. Uh, just we enjoy it. Life is only once. It's only one shoot. Then we go further here in the strip. We go further and we are telling here, checking here how I see the view there, here forward. And that's it. That is Ibiza. And I hope that you enjoy the view there. It's a beautiful place. Really, I recommend it to every one of you if at any moment you want to visit any beautiful place. That is the place where you can go.
Okay, thank you, Julius. That is a very beautiful place. Do you prefer beach or mountains?
Mm, I think the boat. In Bogota, the most of my life I live it in the mountains, and when once I took one trip going to from Bogota to Cartagena, motor bicycle with my father, and I enjoyed the adventure with my father on that time too much because it was only going around the mountains. We could see on that moment the whole nature, the whole wild there in Colombia. He is one adventure like me. Then I can say that I enjoy the boat.
Okay, and if your wife says to you, "Hey, what we are going to do this Holy Week? Do you prefer to go to the mountains, to a house between the trees, or do you prefer to go to the beach? What
What
did
do you
you?
prefer?
What will you decide?"
She's here next to me. And I'm asking to her, hey baby, what do you prefer? uh, I think she says anyways which one I want or anyone she wants. For me it's the same, no problem. Just we enjoy the moment. And that's it.
What is easier to do in Amsterdam? Go to the beach or go to the mountains?
Here is no mountains.
No, oh my God, what
It's
is?
plain, plain.
Okay, so what could be easier to do?
Absolutely. From yesterday, the time turned 1 hour forward, and it is official spring right now on this moment. that means that it is close to the summertime. Then when it's here summer, you go to the beach.
Good. Okay, thank you.
You're
Um, Girls, do you have something to ask to Julius? What about you, Vivian?
Um, did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Um, it's an amazing place. I'm really like. I would like to go to Spain or well, travel around the world. Um, it's beautiful, and I have a question. I know or I listen, read it, that there are seasons. So you went in summer, Julius?
to Ibiza. That moment was the end of the summertime. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, so it's better. Um, and you visit some place when it's snowing?
absolutely. Really, I don't like the snow. I don't know why, but it is something that I don't like. I
Really?
try already 2 times to take holidays in winter, and really, it isn't. I didn't enjoy it. Then I
Mhm.
can say that the last one was the last one. It's the last time that I try with the snow. It's not my, how can I say? It's not my, I don't like it. So simple. Sorry.
Okay, so it's cold, I think, no? Really cold, more than Bogota, more than everything.
Nah, Bogota is just normal. It's cold, but not so much. Maybe in the
Ah,
morning, yeah, I can say yes.
yeah,
But after 10 o'clock, everything is turning normal again.
yeah.
But it's not so cold like it is 0 degree or it is under 0 degree. No, no, no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that
Ah,
weather.
wow. I would like to try someday that. But it's a great presentation. There you live there, well, outside. So I hope someday to travel. It's good.
You
Thank
can
you, Yogi.
reach it. No worries. Just is working with yourself. Look for the opportunity to get it, and that's it. But you
Yeah.
can make it. Never lose the opportunities. Never lose the. When I started to do this, I was just dreaming about. It was
Mm-hmm.
not because I wanted. It is not because I create the opportunity. It is just something that it happened at one moment in my life. And then the question on that moment it was, or I do, or I stay. And then I decided to change my life. I say I want to change it because I am not happy with what I have. And I think that I spent on that moment I was 24 years old. On that
Yeah.
moment I was police already. On that moment I was finished with my school, with my things. And then I say I want one change in my life also. Then I want to create another opportunity. And then on that moment I got that chance just to change it. I
Mm-hmm.
say I go away.
Yeah,
It was
that's true.
difficult because I needed to leave my family also there behind.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone told me go reach it and just fight for what you want. We are Colombian people. There is not easy life.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is the first thing that I have learned in my life to fight for what I want. And then in the present time, I can say thanks to God for on that moment have the opportunity to get it. And then in the
Yeah.
present time, if I have to repeat it again, I can say I do it again.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
never
that's
miss
true.
opportunities, and you are still younger. So I think just no keep
Mm.
fighting with what you want.
Yeah, thank you so
Okay.
much. That's the truth.
You are welcome.
Okay, thank you. Karen, do you have something to ask or something to add to Julius? Karen?
No, teacher. Um, Incredible presentation, Julius.
You are welcome, Karen.
Okay, thank you. Would you like to go to Spain, Karen?
Por supuesto que sí. Me
Okay,
encanta.
good. Okay, this is the place that Julius has recommended for us. Okay, Kelly, what about you? Do you want to add something? Do you want to ask something to Julius?
Not really.
Okay. And what about you, Claudia?
Mm, it looks like a very beautiful place. I don't know, maybe someday. I have a friend in Spain actually, and all the time she's telling me, "Oh, where are you coming?" But I don't know. First, I want to go to other places.
Okay, good. Okay, I want to say that I'm very happy to be with you, to count with you in this encounter. Um, Thank you to Julius and to Vivian for your presentations. Um, it is a very good experience to learn and to know about other places. I think that that kind of exercises can open our minds to be to dream with other things, with other opportunities, and to look in the places that we live for other options. I have uh, heard about many people, for example, that lives in Bogota and said, "Hi, but I don't have nothing to do. There is nothing to do here." And look, there are a lot of things to do. I think that mm this is a question, or this is a thing of attitude. We decide if we want to stay in home watching TV or if we want to do something else. For example, here where in Socha, this is a small town, and people used to say, there is nothing to do here." But well, there are a lot of things to do. It is a question of attitude. I mean, I know that many people who live here haven't visited the museum ever. So they can say there is nothing to do here. That's not true. And I think that in all the cities and in all the towns, it's the same thing. You must try to look for other options and try to enjoy the things that you have. Only you can make your own life better, but it not depends on the place where you live or in the things that the others have to offer to you. It depends on your attitude. Okay. That's all for now. Do you have something to say, something to add?
Nothing to say. You are very positive about what you say. It's nice what you say. Really, that is what we need to share to our people. I want to be a good teacher, and that is what I am learning. Then I think that every time also we need to teach to that small people when they are growing up how they need to be positive, they need to be patient, how they need to
Yes, that's true. And I have heard that the secret of happiness is not in others, is in yourself, right? So I think that's true. Okay, what if for the next encounter, Claudia, and Karen
Yes, thank
share
you.
your presentation or the description of the place where you live. Do you agree?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so in the next encounter, we are going to listen to Karen and Claudia. Okay, and in the next, to Kelly and to Shalom, that Shalom could not stay today, but she will come the next encounter. Um, okay,